Schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators. Will kick it away to start. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. It was close the last time these two got together, but the Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games between Florida and LSU are oftentimes so evenly matched because both teams have so...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Puts it out of the air. Smashes ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997. Into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to buy time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Cornelius. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. Got to hold on to that.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Working their way. closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here comes the option. Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Trying to pound their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. So the offense will stay on the field with 4th and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dumps it to the back. Right on the money. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quick completion on the out route. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU quick to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Cornelius. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Tigers are on the move.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's James. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make it.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Great place to start for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dances away. The throw. It's complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. That's caught. It's James. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Got his man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. And you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on.
And he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
38, LSU, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Cornelius. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answer. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lincoln. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw. He'll throw it. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed up.
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Racing down the left side. And he crosses the
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
LSU 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
He's brought down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down.
Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got a chance. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They're still firing away even with this lead. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking.